Guess what? This is the Wellness Weekend. And, to kick it off, we usually do it with the Jamie and Joe show. But, if there was one way to improve the Jamie and Joe show, well, you're looking at it right here. We got Christine Glein, our CGO at Nutritional Frontiers, and the GOAT himself, Mr. Mike Gallagher.
Awesome. Good morning.
Good morning.
Happy Friday.
We are excited. I'm so happy to be here for Wellness Weekend and kicking off Friday with everybody. I'm going to be speaking a little bit later today on soul intelligence. And then I got to hop a plane and head to Cali to talk about it some more.
Well, she's in such demand as a speaker
everywhere.
These days.
Coastal.
Ever since she went
coastal.
national a week or so ago. It's been like we can't nail her down. So we got her for a few minutes here today, so we'll take advantage of that. And that's what we want to do right off the bat is go over the speaker schedule.
That would be great.
Yeah. So today we're kicking it off, and we're going to give you an overview, a roundup of what's going to happen in the next 2 days. But coming up first, of course, always we like to kick it off with the anchor here at the Wellness Center, none other than Dr. Gideon Orbach. And, this is the guy that always brings in the brain to chiropractic just about every time he's up here. And he does it in a different way, and he gets people involved, and he's very interactive. And I'm sure today will not be a disappointment. But, I think he's going to go a little bit more general today and explain why chiropractic has to be a part of your life.
Oh, it definitely does. We talk about aligning your body physically, right? If everything is functioning the way it's supposed to, or you're straight, your spine is straight.
That's right.
You tend not to have crimps in the system, right? And
no slouching.
That's right. Your energy flows better.
Yeah,
so I'm a big fan of chiropractic.
Yes. And of course, I see you here all the time. Yep. Anytime you're in town, you're seeing our chiropractors here.
Yep.
I try to get in there as much as I can with Dr. O. How about you, Mike?
Yeah, absolutely. I also know Dr. Gideon. He's like one of the original,
the
OG, baby. Dr. Gideon.
The OG DC.
That's right.
The OG DC.
So he's been here since the beginning. He's fantastic, great chiropractor, can help with all different issues, as well as Dr. Phil. I see Dr. Phil. He's part of young generation, young guns.
He's the new guy.
With the laser.
What's really interesting is we also have an affiliation. We're going to be working with the Georgia Chiropractic Association soon. Mm-hmm. And one of the things that I found out is there's so many facets to chiropractic. Mm-hmm. And each chiropractor has their own style, their own way of practicing. Mm-hmm. I know when I'm back in Tampa, I visit a practitioner at Dr. Lisa Coach's office. Her name's Dr. Christine Britt. And she actually puts my atlas back in using like a special tool. So that's really different. But that, if the top is out of whack, kind of the top of the energy pyramid, you're in bad shape.
Absolutely.
So we got to make sure that that's straight before we go to anything else. And then I did get on Dr. Gideon's book for after my flight back because I figured cross-country flight, I'm going to need him.
You're going to need him.
I'm going to need him.
And what's interesting, I was just in, where was I? Oh, yeah, Orlando. And I was working with our rep, Lori, down there, and we were visiting a couple of chiropractors. And a question I started asking all of these chiropractors now is, how do you treat? Do you treat the spine just exclusively, or do you treat the limbs? Because you know what? There's not a lot of them out there that treat limbs as well. They mostly do the spine. Whereas our guys here, Dr. Phil and Dr. O, are big on extremities and muscles surrounding the joints.
Well, which works for me because I'm a tennis player. So definitely I'm one-sided, like in terms of your strokes, right? So your body tends to hyperextend on one side and not the other. So I'm glad that they treat the limbs.
Yeah. And everybody needs to tune up, right? Yes. That's what it is. Everybody, if one little thing is out of place, the whole body's affected, right? So even if you're feeling good, it's still good to have a routine basic foundation as a chiropractic.
And I like Dr. Phil's topic, lower back pain, because, if you talk to 9 out of 10 people, if they have back pain at all, it's usually lower, right? Lower back pain. And they don't understand. And what Dr. Phil does that I love is he gets into the cause. What are you doing wrong that's causing this? And let's make sure we do and he's got everything under the sun back there, from his cupping to the laser.
Next generation, baby.
Every time we say laser, I think we're all doing it like
we're thinking
Mike
Star
Myers.
Wars.
Yeah. Mike Myers.
The future, the generation. So
tell us a little bit about what you're going to do today.
Yeah. What am I going to do today?
Yeah. What's your talk? What does that mean? Soul intelligence.
What does soul intelligence mean?
Because everybody asked me that question.
It sounds like it should be a Marvin Gaye song.
Yes.
Well, it can be. It can be. But soul intelligence is really about your inner knowing, right? Everybody's got IQ. We know what that is.
Right.
In varying degrees.
Yes.
Not pointing fingers. All right. And then we have EQ, right? Which is our emotional intelligence. So understanding how you say something, the impact of emotions. What soul intelligence is trusting your inner knowing, that divine part of you, that's eternal part of you, and getting quiet enough to hear it.
Right.
Right.
And removing the blockages, right?
Absolutely. So it's a bioenergetic method, right? So we just talked about chiropractic, which is biomechanical straightening things out. So I come in and I straighten things out bioenergetically because there's a correlation between mental and emotional health and your physical health, right?
And spiritual.
And spiritual,
it's
of
all
course.
Connected.
It is all connected. And so you can't just treat one part of the body, which is all about holistic healing, right? Which is what we know. You got to treat the root cause. And a lot of times the root cause is stuck emotion, right? If energy's not in motion, it gets stuck, it pulls in the body, and you got to go see a chiropractor or a doctor and figure out what do I need to do to help support the body in addition to what I need to do energetically.
Awesome.
So that's what I'm going to talk about.
Lots of us have experienced it. And if you haven't yet, get in touch with Christine because it is eye-opening. In a lot of different ways.
It's really amazing when you start diving in. It's actually very specific too. So the information that comes through will be very much specific to you as to what's going on because most of it's emotion and trauma that's stuck in the body that causes the physical to go wonky.
Yeah, and it's amazing you say that because so many people I work with, until we heal the emotional side, that trauma, that stress, we can't heal the rest of the body. So again, it's really a huge, really important step. And again, come check it out. At noon, you're going to get into it.
High noon.
High noon, baby.
Well, when you think about it too, I heard on the radio the other day that depression in particular is like the number one thing that doesn't allow people to heal. And so how do you fix depression? Right. You can't, we've tried with drugs. That doesn't work. Right. And so it usually has an emotional root cause, right. As to why you're depressed or what's going on. So it all leads back to the root.
Sure does. Well, Mike, tomorrow at 10, you got Amy Lechner. Now, she's been an account of yours a long time.
From 20 years.
20 years. Yes. Tell us about her and what she's going to do.
She is very unique. She is a naturopath. And she also she has background in hairstyling and so forth. So her place in Altoona, she actually has a holistic healthcare salon. That was actually just nominated one of the top 100 hair salons in the country.
Wow.
But she's also a master essential oil person. Okay. And she studied for years and you need like hundreds of credits, training. So she makes her own essential oils as well. And when we first came out with CBD back in the day, Joe, back in 2018, we were the first professional supplement companies in the industry to come out with CBD, right?
Yes.
And I remember talking to her about it, and she was like, I don't know. She was reluctant because she had only heard the other part of it, the cannabis side of it. And then she did all this training, and she totally changed. And so she's going to share a ton of research tomorrow about CBD. All the amazing benefits, all the research showed us some new information about it and how it can help support, right? So everything you wanted to know about it.
One of the things that she talks about a lot, which is one of the essentials of CBD oils are the terpenes.
That's right.
And I think that gets pushed aside from people that don't understand it enough.
Yes.
But terpenes are what make essential oils. That's what an essential oil is. It's that scent. It's that oil. Like a lemon, you peel that rind, that's an essential oil right there. That's where it comes from.
Yes.
So that's a big part of whether or not a full spectrum type of CBD is going to work.
Exactly. She's also going to share, the difference between a quality CBD like ours and what you buy at the gas station. Right.
I think they almost quit selling it by now.
I know people they gravitate to what's sold at the gas stations for some reason. But again, folks, there's a big difference, right? So she's going to get into it 10 a.m.
Yep.
Fantastic for people who want to check out everything about CBD.
Dr. Phil will be back at 11 then talking about all of the spectrum of modalities that we offer here. And I think that's what a lot of times people don't understand that either. We have that therapy room back there. I mean, there's a great sauna. There's 2 saunas in there. We have the compression boots. We have the laser.
Machine
We have the vibration
for lymphatic drainage,
yes,
right?
Exactly.
So it's like a little toy room for adults back there. A lot of cool stuff.
Yeah, lots of cool stuff. So he'll be going over all of that. Yep. Then, Mike, you're going to take over. Go ahead. Tell us about
noon. Pain, right? Pain and inflammation.
Nobody has that.
Nobody has that, right? So all these things we're talking about, chiropractic, emotional, but then there's the actual physical side of pain.
How it manifests
itself. So we're going to give you all the natural solutions, how everything fits, the right dosage, depending on the situation, everything from A to Z. We're also going to share some great ammunition about the dangers of the medications taken long term, right? Most people aren't aware about how NSAIDs should only be taken 3 days maximum. 3 days.
That's crazy. Because I know people that pop them on the tennis court every time they play.
That's right.
At like daily.
Yeah. And it could actually kill you.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
The studies to show this.
Wow.
Right? Long-term
Not just
damage.
erode the stomach line,
right.
Not
just
kill you.
Jeez.
And this is New England Journal of Medicine studies, folks.
Wow.
Yeah.
So we're going to share all that at noon. Great information, for people to be aware of. And that's what it's all about. Empowering you to make the right informed decisions. Yep.
And there are many.
Yes.
So we have the options.
Lots of options.
Jamie and I will wrap it all up. And if you missed any of the talks or workshops, they're all going to be on our Facebook, on our YouTube, and anywhere else, Phil? Facebook and YouTube.
That's
okay.
enough. About a couple billion people on Facebook.
I think that'll work.
They'll all be there. So we'll wrap it up. But let's also not forget to mention the amazing discounts we've got going on back here, right? And this is the thing that brings a lot of people in, and for good reason. They get to stock up on everything that they need. 30% off, of course, all the Nutritional Frontiers line, the entire line. What we have for Douglas is 30% off.
What they actually are making.
Yeah,
very little.
Very little.
These
it's hard
days.
These days. Healthy Origins, a great local company as well, and Pure Encapsulation, a great professional brand, all 30% off. There's other brands at 25, some at 20. But the bottom line is you're getting a discount on every single great formulation in the Wellness Center back here. And, of course, today we have free food, right?
Free food, right,
Free
Joe?
food today.
And
who is it today? Today and tomorrow?
Today and tomorrow.
And who is it going to be today?
You know what? I think it's our friends from the same one we had last time. Phil? Can't remember the name either.
Okay. Well, we know it's healthy.
We'll give them a plug.
Whoever it is, it's good.
Oh, okay. You know what? All right. Are they out there yet? No, we're not here yet.
Soon.
When they get here, we'll get them in here and give them a plug.
Yes.
All right.
Well, we also have a lot of samples, right? One of the nice things is we're happy to make shakes at the bar.
Yep.
We have healthy treats, and certainly we want to give you samples to take with you.
Oh, do we have any of those Rice Krispie treats back there? We will tomorrow.
Right.
Okay. So
excellent.
We have our in-house baker, okay, Ashton, and she's going to be making some Rice Krispie treats and the peanut butter cups too. Oh, and the balls.
Bites.
Oh, awesome.
Nice.
All right. That's all tomorrow.
Awesome.
Very good. Well, what I love is that we're giving away our travel sizes, which we've got our sleep time, our calm day. We've got, I think, multiple flavors of our probiotic enzymes to give away.
Protein I see over there.
I'm very excited. We also have shakes. Do you know how nice it is to take a shake packet with you when you travel?
Yep.
Love it.
Awesome.
Yeah, because there's no chance of that coming open in your suitcase, right?
I take my shakes in baggies now.
I know.
I mix them up ahead of time and then stick them in my shaker bottle.
So not only will we feed you while you're here, but you can take the protein and feed you when you get home.
Absolutely.
Right?
Exactly.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Love it.
Right?
Well, I'm actually doing like 2 shakes a day on a regular basis. I went down another belt loop. I'm very excited. All good.
Shrinking,
all
baby.
good. Looking good. Looking good. Skinny, baby. Getting skinny. So,
Whole new wardrobe.
Yeah. Between that and our Nutriglutide, it's working.
There
it is.
Looking like a champ.
Awesome.
Looking great.
Thank you.
All right, well, there you go. That's that's setting up the weekend for you, folks. So come on down. You know what? Get down here. Yeah.
Plus, they can ask us any question.
Oh yeah,
right?
We'll be here.
These are the experts. We can help you.
We will
so
be
if
here.
it's a health issue, you're having challenges, share with us.
Right.
We also work with all different other types of practitioners. So
and the sale does go on all week.
Yep.
I mean, all month.
All month.
But come on down. We want to see you. Come on down. Share your experiences. Share the energy.
Yes.
Yeah,
right?
I definitely think that having the opportunity to speak with you and Jamie and Mike, I mean, if you're having an issue and you need a protocol, right? Sometimes you're like, okay, I know I'm supposed to take this, but how much? And what's a therapeutic dose to get me going versus what's a maintenance dose to keep me going?
Yes.
Right. So understanding how to use the products, the way you need to use the formulas so that they support your, not only your chronic issue, but a maintenance issue, I think is really important. So to be able to pick their brain is a huge advantage. So definitely come down and, talk to our subject matter experts here.
And then we have, of course, behind the scenes, our director, cinematographer, editor, Phil. Come and say hi, Phil. Woo. He puts it all together so you guys can see it.
Hello.
So you got an easy, only 2 days this time.
I know. I feel like it gets easier and easier every time, just doing it over and over again.
Don't say that too often. Don't say that.
No, you are the master.
We'll add more if you say that.
Well, no, it's just everybody. It's nice to see friendly faces all the time. So it's like, it's less stress every time.
Okay. Stress.
Well, we appreciate
Look at this guy. He don't look stressed.
Well, we take him on the road.
Yes.
And I would say out of town Phil's a blast.
Thank you.
All right. Well, come visit all of us down here at the World of Wellness. What's the address, Joe?
Oh, 2419 Baldwick Road, corner of Baldwick and Noblestown Roads. The number, if you can't get down, you can call and order your products, have them shipped. We've got the amazing Kevin here helping us out all this weekend and maybe even next week. So you'll get your packages. 412-922-9355 if you can't come down, but we want to see your face.
And if you're tech savvy and you want to play on the website, what's our website, Phil?
wowpgh.com.
All right.
Every which way you can. We're bringing it to you. And up next at 11, the anchor, the OGDC, Dr. Gideon Orbach.
Woo-hoo!
Stay tuned.
See you soon.